Morning, guys. What's the rough plan for today? We have two really fun locations supposedly look ahead of us that I'm looking forward to moving towards. And once we've done that, I don't think we'll get past that today. I think that's most of the plan. We're gonna go to fun locations. We have a pretty fucking sweet day of Pathfinder today. We're really looking forward to it. Yesterday's fights were really good, quite fun. These items once belonged to a dwarven smith and they wish to tell their story. Too much has been lost, too much forgotten. The story of the smith eludes me. Please find the rest of the 5 missing items. Return them to me as soon as you can. Doesn't tell me what they're talking about though. These items are still missing, so there's 5. It looks like 2 sets of 5. I'm gonna see what the kingdom was doing. I'm not managing the kingdom though, so I mean we could maybe look potentially. Looks like we're at 4 of 5 knight shards bracers and 4 of 5 dwarven helmet shards. Fuck me, that's annoying. Yeah, I'd like to find the 5th of these, of each of those. This item, the problem with these is sometimes they're hidden roles, which means we can come back to them, but it means that you can even be locations that you've already explored can have the 5th part of these. So it's kind of a dumb mechanic, honestly. Like you either stumble into it or you like accidentally miss one map and you don't find it kind of deal. This seems like kind of suboptimal for how I'd design that, but I'm being too harsh. A lot of great. This game is again a flawed gem, right? It has so many awesome things in it and then so many shit systems as well. People have good perception. I rarely miss things. I have multiple people with good perception. It's not a matter of rarely missing things. That's not the complaint. If you think that's the complaint, you're missing the point. The point isn't that I actually like the perception system as things being hid behind perception. But what those things need to be are essentially non-progress items. Like you can't have storyline items, for example, hidden beside perception checks, because the perception check only re-rolls when you level up and come back to the map. And there's no reason to go back to a map, especially if you're going back to a map to find an item that you don't know that's there because you missed the perception roll, right? So if this item is finding the 5 parts to make this crafted helmet back, which is cool, it's a cool idea, those parts need to not be hidden behind perception rolls. Because if you miss a perception roll and you don't know that, it's a hidden roll that you don't see. Even with good perception, you can do it. You can roll 5 1s, for example. Then you just don't get access to the item. You have 4 parts that clog your inventory, and you're like, oh man, I wonder where this is. And you have no way of looking for it again. The only way to look for it again would either be to look up the location online or to go to every single map you've already been to at each new level, which is insane. So again, it's not a very good system. Even though I like the perception rolling thing, we just don't want it for crafted items or things where there's 5 parts or something. Next game shows failed perception checks. That's, I guess, slightly better, but it still doesn't address the issue at hand, right? The issue at hand is that if you hide parts and you only show... I already explained it. I don't want to go through it again. Take what I just said and apply it. Respec time. There is a part of me that wants to respec the kineticist, but I don't have a strong... I'm going to give it more of a chance. So, old items stay in shops forever. I was told they reset, and that would be phenomenal if they stay in shops forever. I was told they reset on act completion. All right, so we're going back. You know the creepy wizard with the basement barn? We're going to his place right now. He's invited us over for a snack. Didn't specify we bring anything, so it's a bit awkward, but... I humbly request your protection. Please follow me. Here. Awkward, not buffed. There was a moment that said we need a moment to prepare, but... A fucking branded troll, who cares, right? He says, optimistically. Let's let the troll kill the cat.
This will hurt.
Out of my way.
I console an item into the game. I'm not sure about consoling an item. I can edit. I can save edit for gold if we have to rebuy something off a vendor, for example. All right, so I still don't know how this works. We're gonna find this out. But we're not gonna find this out right this instant. Kill the troll. Here's the key to my laboratory. Wait there for me. I'll join you soon enough. Uh-oh. This is a very, very clever setup. He helps us. He acts like he's helping us solve a problem to our kingdom, and he's inviting us into his basement barn. All right, chat.
Tread lightly.
Gird your loins. Flex your nipples, because we're going in. Found a secret door. Dude, there's a portcullis in his fucking basement barn.
The road awaits.
Alright, we'll go in this way. I'm not going through the fucking portcullis. He's trapped his chest. Ah! But we are advanced adventurers with perception checks. Oh, we're using our hand. Failed. But it doesn't set the trap off. So there's no reason... I think we just, I feel like Ledger Hand breaks the interaction of only having a limited number of rolls. I don't think it uses either of these. I think it's just timing out. Alright, Cat is angry. Got 2 named items out of the wizard text dungeon. We close the door behind us. I mean, maybe he was just inviting us in to learn about alchemy or something, and then it's dubious. I'm just dubious. All right, newest to oldest. What do we just get? We just got a bracers of archery +2. That's fucking great. 2 competence, so 2 accuracy, 1 damage on bow shots is really solid. Strong upgrade on Nicholas. Serrated knives, stained needles, and manacles share shells with flask, vials, and chemicals.
I'll go ahead.
I mean, I got a question. If we find out, you know, this is a human milking operation here, and it's consensual, do we care? And then another question. If we find out it's a troll milking operation here, and it's not consensual, do we care? Yeah, there we go. Horse croak comes from behind the bars. The troll sitting in the cage is so thin you can see its ribs. Although you see no scars, his pelt is matted with dried blood and his eyes are dull and unfocused. Various knives, saws, and bloody manacles scattered about leave little doubt about what this troll has suffered. Depends on the loot is a good answer. Plus 150 experience. First, we take the item, then we're like, first, explain to me why this troll is in your cage. The eyes light up. Oh yes, this is my greatest project of my career. I'm exploring the regenerative abilities of trolls in hopes of passing them on to humans. Can you imagine the possibility? Pain, senility, mutations, even death itself defeated. Oh, and you weren't concerned I acquired the trolls illicitly, were you? Don't worry, I purchased it legally. I'm not a poacher out roaming the Baron's land. Oh, it's fine. He wasn't hunting our forest, then we don't give a shit. The king's troll herds are still intact. This is a disgusting practice, but doesn't violate any laws. I can't forgive you. Okay, so lawful neutral is make sure to express your judgment or virtue signaling while doing nothing. Sure. So we can either virtue signal moving on, we can do something about it, or we can shut the fuck up, still be a little bit judgy, but just move on. I don't really care about the nature of your experiments, so long as no harm comes to my subjects. Oh, there's more? Oh fuck, there was more. Ah! Chap. Chaotic neutral. This is reprehensible. I don't care how you acquired him. I won't tolerate such cruelty in my lands. Kill him quickly and humanely. Sounds interesting. Proceed. I look forward to hearing your results. Hey, well, at least we get to put our fucking money where our mouth is. If we're gonna just let it happen, and we want to hear about it, let's not waste it. Hey, Zach. Sounds interesting. I look forward to hearing your results. It's so refreshing to work with someone with an open mind. Believe me, Your Grace, I'll prove to be a valuable ally. We need a mad scientist on our team. The troll's name is Dimwit. I mean, I think that's the wizard's nickname for the troll, or awful evil best option. We're not really an evil party, but you know, this is not about my personal preference. This is about me ruling the baronry. Baronry? Kingdom. I don't know what you call the barons, like beef. Anyways,
Let's head out.
Walled sentinels. I can't target them, so presumably this is an interaction. Okay.
You managed to get here. Good. Now Hargulka will tear you apart with his own hands.
We already killed it, Hargulka. Do we know that Tartuk is Tartusio? How do we say I have to ask how long you're going to pretend, Tartusio, I know who you are? I don't know that. We've been chasing Tartuk for a while. We don't know it's Tartusio. We weren't there when Tartusio got resurrected, and we haven't seen any evidence that he's alive. You monsters threaten humanity. You may seem civilized, but there's a dark beast deep inside you. Beast that must be stopped. You attack my barony. I protect my subjects. Happen this way. My barony is for civilized races only. I enjoy killing. I know was he called Tartuk when we killed him last time? I don't think he was. He? I mean, that would make me more likely to believe that. Oh, he was. Oh, in that case, how long are you gonna pretend, Tartusio? I know it's you.
Death! Teleport!
Try that at home. If you're just sitting at home and perhaps your significant other or family members are wandering around in the room near you, just try that death yell just to see what they feel about that. You probably haven't checked with them in general how they feel, and it might give you insight into that relationship that you might not have had otherwise. We got Karkulga and Tartuk over here. All of our resources are down, so we don't have. Oh, we got 6 seconds left, 6 rounds left of Bear's Endurance. That's good, but we've lost our enlarges, which is kind of a bummer. Orba, a racial slur. I think it's a thing about. It's like a special. It's like a shorter way of saying elves, dwarves, and humans. But is it a slur for it? I don't know. Probably. Pretty standard line for slurs, right? Things that are different.
Learn from my mistake.
All right. All right. I don't mind. We'll probably still win the fight. I don't mind that they hit very hard. I like that. But we just fought 10 fights in a row where it's like I'm asleep at the keyboard because of how bad they are. And then they first round one-shot my heaviest tank from full, not only knocking him out unconscious, but also killing him by out the back door in terms of HP. So if you run different settings, your character's just dead and you lose the game. I mean, difficulty spike much? Like changing elements here? Yeah, press F8 is certainly an option. I'm a little tempted to press 8 anyways because this character being wounded like this means we have to go back to town to clear that, which is fucking stupid. I mean, what's the attack roll off this guy? He's rolling on a plus 32 bonus. And although it changes, it goes plus 32, plus 26, plus 30, plus 22. Something sensitive security, more like, you know, kind of stupid. Like how do you engage with that as a player? Storyline opening too. I can pre-talking buff his. I mean, how much damage did he take here? He's 6. 77, 87 is 91. Well, no amount of buffing gets us above 91. So, I guess we have to have blur active there and hope one of the blurs trigger. Or that we roll better. Yeah, it just seems stupid. Right? It just seems like a stupid mechanic there. We can try to fight this out. I don't know that we can survive hits by this thing. What level is it, by the way? Considerably. So it's level 13. There's been a couple other... We've been fighting the troll, like... The branded trolls have been level 9. Hasted. Yeah. Sure, I'm sure there's things we can do to fight back. I'm just saying, like... That type of mechanic is just dumb. What do you do as the player with that? We've already fought. Doesn't matter. I'm sure we'll be fine. Oh, they both saved. So I just assumed it would just, if they were hasted, it wouldn't even be a save throw. I should have maybe checked. Anything we could have done to set that save up better? Probably. We'll save a 7 though, so it's just bad luck. 17 plus 9, they rolled a 17. Guy rolls a 19. Yeah, okay. We're not going to be clearing that haste. Alright. Tartuk's got what for actual stuff? 270. We don't know his AC. Right. I should have looked at the trip kit possibility here. We're going to try to kill this guy. He's going to have less health, right? We did just check, but I've immediately forgotten. We're looking at 2 and 270. So the caster has 8 more health than the ogre. Or troll, whatever. Question mark. I wish I could see their AC. What's this guy's AC? Is AC like super big too? Oh, it was XP, not health. No, it wasn't. It was health. 262. And oh, it's 270. We don't know health. Weird. Okay. Artek's lower level too. It's kind of weird. Why is it so much more? Okay. Pretty sure this is the wrong bow.
Die!
We missed with the 19, so it's almost certainly the wrong bow. Enemy's AC is 40. It actually might just be fine then, because that means we only hit on 20s, right? 39 AC. So even if I get the 2 back from Devourer of Metal, then we're still only hitting on that. Okay. Right. Oh, the first one was better. I have to look again. All right, we need to start getting buffs that affect our accuracy in particular, because I can't hit them right now. Although I don't think we know his AC. AC is 33, it's higher. So the troll boss. Every other troll thus far has had regeneration, large HP, and pretty low AC. But what they've done for this guy is they've just added AC to make him just like every other enemy at this difficulty that's hard to hit. Okay. Sure. That's why he's the boss. Really? You don't think you could have a fun encounter where it was like a super troll where he's got a fuck ton of HP and a fuck ton of regen, but he's easy to hit like other trolls? I don't know. Seems like that'd be fun for me. Okay. We can entangle here. Freedom of movement's not going to help us very much, I don't think. I think we are on the blessing or prayer. You can get 1 spell back. Any that are particularly relevant here. Alright. Second tank downed. 1 round of attacks. So we need to kill these in 2 rounds because every attack hits and they like 2-shot us. Alright, we tried our first debuff last time. It was willpower based. We're going to try another willpower based debuff here. I guess I could look. We need a better disable than 50% right now if he's going to quadruple fucking kill everything. His will is 7, his reflex is 12. Can't really attack a non-will stat there, I don't think. Reflex, so it's got to be blind, unfortunately. Alright, the 1 failed. We blinded our cleric on his turn. Kind of weird. Then we got that guy blinded.
Aim carefully.
While he's blind, he uses flat-footed AC, right? No, he's not, actually. Must be the rage protecting him. The barbarian must be protecting him from flat-footed. Alright. Unfortunately, both our tanks are down right now, so we've got 1 round of the cat tanking, and then Thaddeus gets hit once and dies. So, that should be exciting. Let's pop. And I'm happy to use consumables here. My complaint here is not any of the stuff except the difficulty swing, right? Like, lead me up to this. Show me some fights along the way that are related, right? Miss. Great. Alright, Nicholas is up. Only real damage dealer. We've studied target there. We haven't studied target there. Let's do it. Shoot here. We're not going to get sneak attack because of Barbarian, even though he's blind. Ogre has lower AC. Does he? I don't know that he does. He's 33. He's not taking a reduction. You see how he's not flat-footed? Because he's a fucking Barbarian? I'm pretty sure he still is using his full AC right now. Like, fairly certain here. He's certainly not using touch, and he's not using flat-footed because he's not flat-footed. So he's at 33 AC, and what was Tartuk? Tartuk is 39. Wait, I thought we decided that his AC was higher than that. Then yes, 33 is lower than 39, correct. So I should have cleaved the other direction. Sure, I buy that. Alright, we should be shooting here then. The hit of 33.
Out of my way!
Okay. Alright. There's no way that guy ever comes up again. Gonna hope to get a root there. It's pretty sketch though. Bane isn't gonna do anything. Cure Light Wounds Wand isn't gonna do anything. Hold persons. I don't think they're humanoid, unfortunately. We don't think ogres are. Well, is freedom of movement too? Okay. The troll humanoid. I guess has to say human somewhere. I think both of these are not. Kobolds have not been. Yeah, it definitely isn't. Nah, humanoid doesn't count for this. We might have... We're out of resources here. Got a Cat's Grace in a potion form and a Fox's Cunning. Get 2 more int on our disable caster, which is 1 more DC roll. We may have a haste scroll in here, but probably not a slow scroll. Well, we could eat a round of attacks here. If it lets me target this, I'm not sure it will. Being as I'm blind, but it seems to let me. Okay. Went after the leopard. Old person failed. Will fave failed. Okay, he has DC 24. We have plus 12. We missed our roll, so we're now paralyzed on our cleric. Brackus is up again. This is our disabler. Did blind that guy. He may have even missed because of blind. Doesn't look like he missed because of blind. May also be immune to blind. I don't know. It may not do anything to him. We can try a haste for multiple attacks on our guys, but feels like we're rapidly running out of action economy here as our guys go down. I mean, I can try another kind of disable like a grease, but his reflex save was pretty good, right? Old person works, trolls are humanoid. Well, it doesn't work on kobolds. And kobolds are presumably humanoid, although this isn't saying it's a kobold, so maybe he's not a kobold. I'm not sure old person works. I mean, I can attempt to target it. We actually have one. Freedom of movement makes him immune to paralyze, so we're not going to get options out of that anyways. He's got freedom of movement, so he's immune to paralyze. The other guy is not, though. Just has haste and study target. We don't know what his saves are because we didn't get a good enough roll. But we could try on Tartuk. Although it's a pretty low DC. DC 14 seems not good enough. Oh, that's probably the... That's actually probably the DC of the scroll. Caster level 5 is what's going to set the DC for the roll. Not the roll to use it, but the roll to block it. That was what again? It's like 10 plus your modifier plus your caster level. Does the scroll not get int? Or does the scroll use my int for that? These are int based, not will based. So I don't know necessarily that he's going to have high will save. Might. I don't know what their stat level up is. So how do I calculate this scroll's DC, chat? Scrolls use the scroll's caster level, sure, but the DC of resistances is not based entirely on caster level. It adds a modifier. So is the scroll just 10 plus 5, 15? Or is the scroll 10 plus 5 plus another 6 from my int, 21? Also, we weren't getting that. Maybe I'm just wrong. Because our DC was not anywhere near... It wasn't our caster level plus our character plus... I don't think caster level matters for this. The scroll uses caster level instead of int bonus. These are the 3 that I always confuse, right? The concentration casting, the DC setup, and then the rest of it. There's going to be some abysmal amount of saving. Well, let's give him a chance to roll natural ones. He probably can't be prone. To the freedom of movement, I guess. I don't know. Okay. Easier to hit for us. We should swing full attack. I want to hit this guy. This is the guy we're killing. He's lower. I either get 2 attacks there, or I think we just take 2 attacks there.
Strike!
Maybe it should be true striking. We have the wand still. I think we are on our way out here.
Run them through.
Alright, summon buying us a turn.
Damn it all!
Wait. Magic Missile Tragic Booty, who's already down. Weird. Okay. I'm curious what the save is going to be on this. I don't think we have any options then. We're going to be forced to load, so let's check some saves. Some DC saves, rather. So we know this guy's immune, so we have to cast on this guy. I want to see what the hold person is here. The level 5, difficulty 14. Alright, let's take a look at what that was. Saving throw result, he rolled a 13, added 8. 8's not actually that high for a will save, so that's 21. Difficulty of this is 14. So it is just telling me the scroll difficulty. Alright.
Don't hold back!
Yeah, gonna be true strike spamming. What else do we have here? We have something that I've been meaning to do. Oh, we can try and intimidate here for DC reduction. Alright, intimidate succeeded. Alright, we need something to get this guy not to kill our last remaining guy. I don't think I have any more summon scrolls. Immune to holds. Don't have a slow scroll. Good. Yeah, we can get one back, Xander. I don't know what we're looking to do with that, though. Still nuking Tragic Booty. Then he just fell over, I think? I think the grease got him. Nice. Alright, that took a hit but didn't die, presumably because this guy didn't get more. I don't know why this guy didn't get more attacks than he got, but he didn't. Okay. Alright, he's no longer blind, so we could try to reapply blind. He has still freedom of movement, unfortunately. We can't paralyze. We debuffed the other guy. Might be why he failed the grease saving throw, by the way. -2 shaken. How close was it? DC 19. He hit a 12, so it made no difference whatsoever. Okay. Although it could have. The problem is this giant troll that's one-shotting each of my units every time he gets close to it. It's a fun fight? Really? Not having fun with this yet. Alright. Alright, Thaddeus' turn. We want to hit the one who's on the ground. Maybe that will get rid of the fucking buff too. And why can't I target him? Do we want to double attack here? Single target? I think we do.
This will hurt!
Damage. Incredible damage. Alright, prone target doesn't help us at all, unfortunately. We did land blind again.
hear you cry.
3 hits there is great. What were we rolling against? It's not his full AC, right? 28. So he's in reckless stance, raging with blind, subtracting 6, and size, subtracting 7. Almost killed Tartuk there. What's the fucking AC we were rolling on? Rolling against 28. How do we get 28 from here? Start at 33 and subtract 8. Wait, no, 28. 5. 2, 2, 1. The ones we just saw. No, but we saw 7 subtracted. Ugh, dude, that's another thing. This tooltip, when you look at this and you got the thing, should just update to the buffs. So I think what we're seeing is I think haste is +1. Prayer is -1. Those cancel. There's whatever the fuck blind's gonna do for this. Reckless stance is -2 apparently. Rage is -2 apparently. So -4. Where's the last bit? 2 from blind. Reckless stance, rage, and blind, and size for 7. So that equals 35, and his number says 30-fucking-3, right? Okay. Alright. Well, we know his AC. We don't know it from looking at it, and we don't know it from adding bonuses, but we can see it in this number, and we just have to assume it's right, I guess. Alright. We can try to keep Thaddeus up with heals. There's a possibility that works. Depends on these misses. You could also try to get one last round of multi-buffing on Miklas this round. Thaddeus has got multi-buff for 5 more rounds for accuracy. Miklas is sitting at no more of those. Feels important to do that. So we're going to go buff Miklas, go here, and in front of Thad. Ooh, 3 concealment misses is huge. Okay. Lovely to get rid of freedom of movement. He probably has almost an infinite fort save, right? 25. So we need... What was his grease save? Also pretty high at 12. You could try a pit for him. The problem is I can't do damage to him while he's in the pit, so it doesn't really fucking help us. They've got acid wands. I mean, we can do touch damage to him, possibly. We're trying to do damage, but I was trying to get one more control off. Maybe a haste is good enough. Alright, Thad's up. We definitely want to hit the guy on the ground. Currently have to 5 foot to get there.
You should have run!
Alright, Tartuk down. 1 hit in there, but we're now in melee range, unfortunately. Bad Demoralize is a standard action, because if I hit him with Demoralize, the problem is I don't know when freedom of movement goes away. It doesn't look like it's tied to the caster, or it would have shut off already. I think we're just point blanking him as many times as we can here. I mean, fucking incredible damage. I don't know why his AC, why he was so easy to hit right now. Still just rolling on 28s, I guess. We're just in good optimal for it. Okay. Alright, cleric's time. We're not consider. Oh, he doesn't have attacks of opportunity because he's blind. So we could do one of 2 things here, both of which seem reasonable. Maybe both of these things. But I think we want to shove the largest heal we have into Thaddeus, I think. And I think we want to stand closer on this guy so he's more likely to be attacked. We have one of these as a Cure Moderate Wounds scroll, I believe. So let's go ahead and use that. And then we want to get closer. Great. Okay. Okay, downed and backdoored because it does way too much damage. Double extra misses there. We actually got to swing there too. Alright, guy's pretty low. We got to make sure he stays acided so he doesn't heal. Touch AC is where we want to be. Got a scroll of acid arrow, seems really reasonable here. Okay. Thad can hit him as many times as we can.
Strike!
After Tartuk's death, which already happened, the troll's strikes become slow and hesitant. No, they didn't. He attacked just as many times as he did before Tartuk died. Finally, Hargolka drops his club and squats, clearly fatigued. This sounds like haste has expired, is what this sounds like, right? He gets fatigued, he becomes slower, less accurate. That sounds like haste expiring.
Owlcat doesn't want to fight anymore. More one.
I'm pretty sure if I say no mercy here, he full heals. This is what has done it to us in the past on storyline shit. You kill the guy, then it immediately gives him fucking full health, and then you have to fight him again. Kill the troll first, you talk to... Oh, Cobalt is. Yeah, I think the problem with Hargolka... I mean, this does feel like troll logic. You have to beat him before he'll listen to you. But it also feels like, why the fuck would we want this guy around anymore? We gave him multiple opportunities to not fight with us. We couldn't kill him again? I mean, if it puts him at full health and just gives him a turn, yeah, you're right. We can't. We'll lose. So I think we kill him here.
If Hargolka dies now, or...
Yeah, my 3 dead characters don't get up. I don't know what he's doing. So what happens with our debuffs on him? Is he still blinded, etc.? We just have 3 guys on the map. Still blinded. Alright. He's still studied? Yep, still studied. Alright, so we're just shooting him again.
Out of my way!
This is a surprise round, apparently. Yeah, why would it be a surprise round? Why does he get full HP? Because you could argue some bullshit, and it would be bullshit, but you could be like, all right, the HP bar you saw was the HP until you got him to a point where he was willing to have a conversation because he got scared. Like, he's taking a bunch of damage. He's like, oh shit, these guys are harder than I thought. I'm willing to talk. That's what the first HP bar represents. And the second HP bar is then his HP after that, maybe. But I don't know how you could argue he got surprised. You're really working on it. Maybe he's surprised we said no.
Run them through!
Yeah, I feel like we're learning something here. What we learned is Thaddeus never gets a turn again.
Could this happen?
Let's hear you cry!
Alright. Easy fight, first try. Did we just learn here that tanks are pointless? That honestly, literally all we're doing on this difficulty is buying a turn per swing. And the best way to do that, by far, is still summons. Layered defenses. Yeah, but those of you answering that, I don't know if I want to argue this again, because it's just, again, you guys are like white knighting a portion of this. The problem, again, for like the 12th time, and beating this without losing the game makes this even more of a fuck you, you don't know what the fuck you're talking about point, is that every encounter up to here was, you think of like a difficulty, like the setups of this fight, the lethality of these units is like a 10 for our current level, right? It's one round, any person in front of them goes from full health, no matter what that full health is, to dead. Not like unconscious, not knocked down, dead. That's how lethal these units are. There's 2 of them. They're essentially immune to all your disables or highly resistant to them. I'm fine with all this so far. They're in a dungeon where every enemy up till now has been like, I could be asleep and beat it, right? So that to me is a complaint about the balancing of the game. That's the complaint, chat. That's the only complaint here. Well, that maybe in the way that they do scaling doesn't seem to be a very fun way to do scaling. Because if scaling is just hit or not, like it was better for whatever happened in the later portion of that, and I don't know what it was, where suddenly our guys went from missing every single round to hitting. Suddenly it's a lot more interesting because now it's like, okay, well now they have a lot of HP and a lot of abilities and they're really dangerous, but they can still die.